World War I was not only a war of powerful armies, it was also the first time that snipers became so prominent. During that period, rifles with scopes were used for the first time, and it was soon realized that they were extremely effective in trench warfare. At first, the only army that truly valued scoped rifles was the Imperial German Army. When the British and the French saw how accurately the German snipers were shooting, they said, "We need weapons like that too," and followed the same path. Of course, there had been good marksmen before, but scopes changed the rules of war. Now a sniper could easily pick out a target from a great distance. And when he pulled the trigger at the right moment, he could hit a soldier who barely dared to raise his head above the trench. Because of this, the fear of snipers became a part of daily life for soldiers in the trenches. It wasn't easy to stay alive while constantly thinking that you could be hit by a bullet from who knows where at any moment. As time went on, the art of camouflage also developed. As snipers became masters of concealment, it became nearly impossible to spot them. This pushed soldiers on the front lines to look for new methods. The answer to the question, how do we get rid of these snipers, lay in creativity. That's when camouflage units came into play. Their job wasn't just to hide, but to deceive the enemy. They wanted to trick the enemy sniper into making a mistake and revealing his position. One of the most ingenious methods they used for this purpose was surprisingly clever: papier-mâché dummy heads. At that time, papier-mâché was a very cheap and easily moldable material. In small workshops set up at the front, soldier sculptors worked with incredible precision to make these fake heads. The models, which closely resembled a real human head, were painted in skin tones, and some even had cigarettes that appeared to give off smoke. Thin rubber tubes were placed inside them so that when air was blown through, the dummy looked like it was smoking. It was one of the most effective ways to attract the attention of an enemy sniper. These dummies were mounted on the end of a long stick and slowly raised above the trench. If the fake head was shot, the soldiers would immediately look in the direction of the bullet holes and use triangulation to calculate the sniper's position. Once the sniper was located, either artillery fire would bombard the area or counter-snipers would focus on that point. This dummy head idea first came from the British. The fear caused by German snipers was so great that the British desperately searched for a solution. Then they realized that deceiving the enemy was sometimes far more effective than trying to shoot him directly. Of course, the method worked so well that soon other sides in the war began using the same technique. In the midst of war, trying to outsmart the enemy with a papier-mâché head that blew smoke might sound strange, but under the conditions of that time, surviving required not only courage but also intelligence.